working towards our Wolfpack party. And we said that we want to get to how many minutes?
20.
20 minutes. And you guys have done so well. You read for 12 minutes. You guys have read for 11 minutes. What happened on yesterday? What happened on yesterday, Antonio?
We read for 6 minutes.
We only read for 6 minutes because it took us a little too long to get back and we didn't have our full time. So remember, when we're reading, we want to set goals to read long and strong, and we want to get to that 20 minutes so that we can read more and more books and so that we can earn that Wolfpack party handout. So 6 minutes, I know we can do better than that. So tracking me, I want you to think about the reading we've done before. And I want you to think to yourself, what is your goal for how long we might be able to read today? Whisper it to your again. I know we can do better than 6 minutes. All right, and swag. We've done 12, we've done 11, and we've done 6. Voices off. Destiny, what goal do you have for the Wolfpack? Tracking. Maybe we'll read for 24. That would be a big jump. I have an idea. So far, the most we've done is 12 minutes. My goal for today, for the Wolfpack, and I know we can do it, is to get to 16. Nod your head if you think we can do it. Excellent. So let's get started. Wolfpack. We've been learning all about those wonderful habits that readers do whenever they read. One of those habits is setting goals, just like we set a goal to read for 16 minutes. But that's not the only habit that you all have built so far this year. In a moment, you're going to turn and talk with a partner about some of those wonderful habits that you guys already have set as readers, that you already know how to do. Turn in 3, 2, 1, get there. In 0, you need to be with your turn and talk to partner. I'm sorry, come on this way. Beautiful, good problem solving, Brayden. Talk with your partner about some of those habits you've learned as readers. Turn and talk.
What are some of those good habits we've learned about as readers?
Back in 4, 3, Floyd's turning. 2, I've got Marcus and Kiyoki. 1, 0. I heard some amazing habits. I heard you talking about reading more and more books by making a plan about which ones you were going to read in a given day. I also heard students talking about taking a sneak peek. And that's really exciting because we're going to learn today about a new way that we can take a sneak peek. So today, readers, I want to introduce you to your reader's toolbox. Say toolbox.
Toolbox.
When I think of a toolbox, I think of my grandpa. He's really good at fixing things, Kiyoki. And when we have a problem and something isn't working or something breaks, Noah, he would go get his toolbox and he would take out the tools like a hammer or a wrench or maybe a screwdriver, and he would use that toolbox to fix it. And we do the same thing as readers. So in the next week or so, we're going to build out our toolbox of things that we can do when we get to a tricky word. You already know how to take a sneak peek before you read. Today, I want to talk to you about how we can do a different kind of sneak peek. We can peek at the pictures before we even read the words on each page. And that can get our brain ready for what the tricky word might be. So our first tool in our toolbox is peek at the pictures. What's our tool?
Peek at the pictures.
I'm going to show you how I peek at the pictures to get my brain ready to solve those tricky words I might see. Turn and track the screen in 3, in 2, get there, in 1, in 0, hands down. Remember, this is my modeling time. We're going to have a chance to practice in a minute. So this is one of the books from my baggie. It's called Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp. I want to show you how I use my tool of peeking at the picture when I get to each page before I even start reading. Watch how I do that. Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp. Okay, before I even read this page, I'm peeking at the picture, and I see that there's a dinosaur with a boy on his back. I wonder if that's Danny. Danny went to camp for the summer. He took along his friend, the dinosaur. I'm looking at the picture, and I see that they look like they're at the camp now. I see everybody lined up in their camp uniforms. I'm going to keep reading. I'm peeking at the picture now. I see, this must be the dinosaur again. He looks really, really big. And I see these kids running fast. I wonder if they're having a race. Now that I peeked at the picture, I'm going to read the page. Lana, the leader, said, let's start with a, wait a second, I peeked at the picture. And I remember the kids were running almost like they were in a race. I'm going to see if that word helps me from my sneak peek. Let's start with a race. On your mark, get set, go. Track me. So what I did just now was before I read the page, I took a peek at the picture. That's something that we can do each time we read a new page. We can just peek at the pictures real quick and see if it helps us with any tricky words we come across. Now you're going to help me try it. Eyes back on the screen. No, I need your eyes. So I see that the children are running and playing now. It looks like they're going out on their rowboats. They're like doing their homework or writing letters. I'm trying to find the part where I needed you all to help me. Aha, here it is. All right, so before we even start reading, I want you to look at the pictures. Take a moment to take a sneak peek. What are some things you're noticing in the pictures? Whisper it into your hand, some of the things you're noticing. In 3, voices off in 2, 1, 0. What are you noticing from your sneak peek, Marquez? Maybe he's putting pepper? It looks like it's red though. What else might it be? He's putting something red on his food. I'm looking for students on their bottoms. What do you think, Antonio?
The dinosaur put hot sauce.
Maybe hot sauce? It could be hot sauce. What do you think, Corey?
He's putting ketchup on his food, and the little boy is mad at him because he wanted the ketchup.
Oh, so she noticed something else in our sneak peek. So let's keep that in mind when we start reading. All right, I've got this tricky word here. I've covered it up in blue because I want you to use the sneak peek to figure it out. When I get to that word, I'm going to snap my finger, and you're going to see if the sneak peek can help you tell me the word. It was time for lunch. Please pass the
Ketchup.
Oh, because we took a sneak peek, let's uncover it and see. We knew that big scary word could be ketchup. Read the page with me. It was time for lunch. Please pass the ketchup, said Danny. Nicely done. Track meet or high five. And swag. Turn back to me in 3, 2. We're in swag. 1. Voices are off. And 0. So what we did today is when we got to each page before we started reading, we took a peek at the pictures. In your reading today, I want you to try that strategy from your toolbox. You're going to peek at the pictures before you read in order to help you when you come across any tricky words. All right, we'll go ahead and stand. I'm looking to see which row is ready first. Get there in 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm putting up our graph. We set our goal for reading long and strong. We'll check in at the end. Purple row, you may move into